units do you guys take per semester?
I'm only taking 2 or 3 classes. Next semester I signed up for 3, but that's because 2 of them are 2 credits.
Okay. Emily, how much do you take?
I take 12 to 15 credits. Next semester I'm taking 16, but that's because I'm like done with my foundations. Yeah, all my psych classes are 3 credits each, so and I have to take at least 14 to get my scholarship.
Yeah. Miranda, how many credits do you take? Because you work. Because see, I work full time, and I take somewhere around 12.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm serious. There are nights I swear I think I'm gonna die from this, and it's gonna kill me. And then there's other times when I'm like, oh yeah, I can do this.
Yeah, that's. I would say that's totally normal. Right now I'm only taking 10 credits, but next semester I don't know, I might regret it. We'll see if I can handle it. But I'm trying to graduate in July.
Okay.
But if I want to graduate in July, then I have to take a certain amount of class. I only have 2 semesters to finish, and so I'm trying to cram it all in. But I might. Hopefully I don't have to, but right now I'm registered for 13 classes because I don't know what your majors are, but my major is marriage and family studies, and like one of the second to last thing that you do is practicum, and then you have an internship, and the practicum is 4 credits. So I'm kind of nervous about taking 3 other classes with it, but we'll see how it goes.
Do you know what you're doing for your because I thought your practicum and your internship were linked.
I honestly, because I have a cousin who's doing practicum right now, and from what she's told me, they're not linked. They're linked in that you have to do the practicum before you do the internship, but that's the only way that I know them to be linked, because she hasn't found an internship yet.
You can opt out of an internship and do those courses.
Mm-hmm.
Where you do
I do know that.
Yeah, because that might work, but you have to pay for those, and they're not cheap.
Right, and I talked to I had an advising appointment earlier today, because one of the classes I had to register for was saying that my prerequisites weren't met, which I was like, they are, and so they had to go in there and fix it. And then I asked briefly about an internship, and they said that if I'm planning on going on to graduate school, which I am at this time planning on it, that not doing an internship and opting to do like a course might affect that. So
oh boy. Okay, well that's good to know. So anyways, okay guys, does anybody have any questions about the prep? Did everybody
I'm
get
okay.
it done? Any issues?
The prep, I'm not gonna lie, the prep, I eventually understood it, and my tutor would like tell me, oh, it's this and this and this because of this, and I would just kind of be like, okay. Like, I kind of get it, but it kind of took me longer than usual to get there.
I feel like we're learning almost a new concept, and so it's got extra, a little bit harder.
Yeah, well, because with the entire semester we've been doing quantitative, and now we're doing qualitative, so it's like
it's gonna
a whole
shift.
new ball game.
So, okay, are we ready to do the quiz?
Yes.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys, the high today was like 30, and it's so cold here.
It snowed yesterday in Idaho, and it stuck around. My husband didn't work today because there's snow still covering all the grass. So
we had ice this morning. So I'm waiting for my quiz to. Yeah, it's just really cold.
Yeah, Missouri, we wouldn't have snow days. We would have like ice days because it wasn't safe for the buses to drive.
I think when we lived in Illinois, we had more ice days than snow days.
Exactly, yeah.
One of our friends' 16-year-old ended up in an ER today because she flipped out the high school.
Yeah.
Okay. Is everybody in?
I'm in.
We'll probably need the applet.
Yeah.
You might want to go ahead and open it. There's 16 questions. Question 3. In a pie chart, why are the slices different sizes? Okay. So each slice is random. The size of each slice is determined by the number of categories. Each slice represents a category, and the area of each slice represents a proportion of the total occupied by the category. Pie charts are more visually appealing when the slices are different sizes.
I would say the third one.
I would say number 3.
Yep, me too. Okay, number 4.
Go ahead.
Are bar charts and Pareto charts related? They are identical.
I don't want to be disrespectful, but
In the lesson.
this person has 30 years experience. I don't know how much experience.
Oh, okay. So a Pareto chart is a bar chart where the height of the bars is presented in descending order.
Who's waiting to have a chart filing?
Okay. Oh, oops. So I would say number 3.
Bumgarner, oh, you need to go pitch in the AAA because, you're new here. Well.
Do you guys agree?
On 4?
On number 4.
Yeah, I think that's the answer.
Okay.
Also, if I disappear, I'm sorry, my internet has been so slow tonight. So I'm worried that my internet might cut out or something. But yeah.
Okay. Well, I had problems a couple of weeks ago, and I found you can jump back on your own link.
You can.
Yeah, I literally just went to my email, opened the sent email, and clicked on the link I sent, and it would just pop me right back on.
And it was still live.
So,
It was still live.
yep, it was still going.
So are we on number 5 then?
Okay, number 5. We conclude that what is it? P hat it's P hat, which sounds weird. I apologize. We conclude that P hat is normally distributed if is equal 10 and n times 1 minus p is greater than 10. Question 5. Is p the true proportion or the sample portion? So, I'm referring to...
P is the sample proportion.
I think
Wait.
the one with the caret over it is sample, and the p by itself is true proportion.
Yeah.
If I'm remembering correctly.
The sample proportion is the one with the hat. It's called p hat, which I think sounds funny, and I apologize.
So true proportion.
Sample proportion is, oh, wait a minute. No, wait a minute. This one, it says, is P the true proportion or the sample proportion? That question does not have the hat on it.
Right.
Right.
So, but I still have written down too that the true proportion is P.
P, just P.
Yes.
Right.
The true proportion is the plain P, and the sample proportion, where's the little triangle?
Yes.
So, what is N?
N is that the sample size still?
I think so.
That's what I thought.
So if P equals 1/4, what is the smallest? N. Why do I keep calling it N? I'm sorry. That satisfies the requirement. I apologize, you guys. I'm rattled.
You're good.
What is the smallest that satisfies? So N. So it would be. Wait a minute. So if P is, so it would be 1 minus 1/4. So 1 minus 0.25. Clear. 1 minus 0.25 would be 0.75.
Yep.
Do you guys agree?
Yeah, I do.
Because I'm going off the 1 minus p.
Wait, so what did you get?
Okay, for question 7, it says if p equals 1/4, what is the smallest n that satisfies the requirement? And I
Right.
said,
So you plugged it. Sorry, go ahead.
I did 1 minus p, which is 1 minus 0.25. And so I came up with 0.75.
That's what I would think.
Miranda, what are you thinking?
I think my answer's wrong. I just so this is what I was taught that we have to do, but I could be wrong though, but I don't. I was taught that we have
whole question.
What?
Are you trying to work the whole question?
I guess I'm plugging.
Oh, maybe I did this wrong.
I plugged. Let's see. What did I plug? I used n times 1 minus p is more than or equal to, greater than or equal to 10, and I plugged in. I'm trying to look at an example from yesterday, but I don't know where this number came from. I didn't write down the question. I just wrote down the answer.
So see, the thing is, they don't give you p to work the question. Like, you can't work the whole equation because you don't have p. You only have n. So I'm actually looking through this.
Well, don't they give us p right here? If p equals 1/4?
But we don't have n.
Oh, okay.
See what I'm saying?
Isn't that what we're trying to solve for?
Yes.
So I guess what we would do, if I'm doing it right, which I'm totally could not be doing it right, is we would do n times 1 minus 0.25, which is equal to 1/4, and then is more than or greater than or equal to 10, and then we would do n times 0.75, which would be 0.75 n is greater than or equal to 10, and then we divide each side by 0.75. Yeah, I could be wrong. Sorry. Like I said, this is one of those weeks where I need to find my phone because I have my calculator on it. This was one of those weeks where 1 minute it was making perfect sense, and the next it was like, where am I?
I'm having the same problem, so don't feel bad. Don't worry about that. 10 divided by 0.75. 1. Okay, I don't know. We might be in the weeds.
Does anybody else? Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I came up. I don't like my answer, so I'm not even. So when you multiply wait a minute. 0.75 divided by 0.75. Whoops. Equals 1. So it's 1 is greater than or equal to, and 10 divided by 0.75 is 13.333.
That's what I got too.
That's what I got, but I don't.
So is our answer 13.333?
See, that's what I got too. I don't know if that's right though.
What is the smallest satisfies ever?
But my only question is if would we round down because we can't have 13.333 of a sample size. It has to be either 13 or 14, right?
Oh. Not
Or
well.
does that not apply here?
It hasn't been addressed, but
Oh.
I'm confused
what?
if that's what we're actually trying to do. Is if we're trying to solve for n, because it says what's the smallest n that satisfies the requirement. And then in 3.2.1 on the lesson, I don't know, it talks about it being satisfied. If one is not satisfied, maybe I'm probably actually, you know what, I think I'm probably just on a different part.
No, hold on.
It doesn't even relate to this question.
It's important to check both conditions. If one isn't so, we cannot conclude P is normal. That part's talking about, is it big enough?
Oh, okay.
So,
Relations for sample proportion. We're taking sample.
P hat is equal to P. I don't know, you guys. This one I'm just not sure of. I almost think it would be 1.
Why 1?
I don't know. I have no answer for that. I
don't either. I'm gonna put 13 and see how it goes, maybe, because I don't know what else to do.
You know, Miranda, I think we tried it and we worked it as best we know how, and I think that's a really good.
I think, yeah.
I think I know what I want. That's my problem.
This is a really weird question.
Well, yeah, and I'm like searching the lesson. I just don't find anything about this question.
See, this is one of the things I've really struggled with is I feel like sometimes when we're doing some of these, I don't know where I'm supposed to find it's like there's nothing that leads me to the answer.
Oh, there's nothing about it.
Okay, for the moment, I'm gonna let it stand it. I'll leave it at mine at 13 and see if we maybe in the next second half of the questions come up with the answer.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. And our instructor sheet, well, I guess maybe we just kind of have to figure it on our own too, though. But we can always ask later on for help.
Yes.
I wish there was a way to, because the answers are like fill-in, we can't go back and look at what was wrong and what was right, or we can't go back and look what was the right answer and kind of work backwards and say, well, how did they get that, you know?
Yeah, I agree. I agree completely. So, okay, do we want to try question 8?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess so.
N equals 24 and P equals 0.4. What is the mean of P hat? And
It's P, I thought. The mean of P hat is
I
P.
think that's
mean of P hat is P. So it's going to be 0.4.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
That's what I think too.
What is the standard deviation of P hat?
Well, what was number 8?
P is the standard P is the mean of P hat. They're equal. So it's 0.4. P is equal to P hat.
Okay.
Well, the mean of P hat is equal to P.
Yes. I said it backwards. I'm sorry. Mean of P hat equals P.
Oh, no, that's fine.
So What is the standard deviation of p hat is 9. Question 9. It is square root of p times 1 minus p over n, which would
Oh, thank God. My calculator.
So calculated it. So
4 over 24. And 24. That's square root.
0.4.
0.4 times 1 minus 0.4 equals, give me a minute.
I got 1,
0.4
but I'm gonna do it again.
4 divided by. Okay.
I got 0.1.
Yeah, that's what I got. Okay. Square root of 7. And I got it a second time.
So you got 0.1?
Yeah, and that makes sense since it says round to the 10th place.
Yeah.
I got 0.1.
Okay, that makes me feel better. Now I don't feel so lost.
Okay. Hyla?
That's what I got.
Okay.
Okay. Brittany's batting average is 300. We want to determine the probability she will get more than 35 hits in her next 100 at bat. N equals 100 and P is 0.3. What is P hat? So I thought, okay, how do we find P hat?
So I think what we do is in 3.3 in the lesson, we use that equation, value minus mean over standard deviation, and then the answer, we plug it into the z-score on the probability applet.
3.3. Ah!
Okay, so this is, so I'm sorry, so what do? We plug in what to what now?
So I don't know if you have the lesson open or not, but on 3.3 in the lesson, it gives you an equation to use. And so we take p hat minus p over the standard deviation, so what we just did. And then you take that answer after you work out that equation and you plug it into the normal probability applet where the z-score goes. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah, let me try it.
Emily, are you looking at the one where it says the numbers they plug in is 0.68 minus 0.5? Or are you just looking at the equation above? The z equals value minus mean over standard deviation.
Yeah, I was looking at both.
Okay, I wanted to make sure I was in the same place.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think that's what we do.
But the problem is to work that we don't have the p hat. That's the whole thing we're looking for.
True. And do we have the standard deviation even?
Well, no, but we could work that out. But I see what you're saying. So, if p hat is the sample proportion, do we have the sample proportion? I don't even know what that means.
We have p equals 0.3.
Yeah.
And the N is 100 because it's her next 100 at bats.
I wonder if we probably get more than 35. I'm gonna try and see if 35 works if you plug that in for p hat.
Oh, p hat equals x over n.
Yes.
This is why I print out my
You're right.
Chapter
I literally, right as you said that, I saw that.
10. So if p hat equals x over n, then x over n is 100. Okay, so Brittany's average. So are we using her average as x or the 35 hits?
Would it be the 35 hits?
But see, the thing is, I think we use the batting average of 300 because it says we want to determine the probability she will get, which means that's a future thing. That's not a given.
Good point.
So I would think it would be.
I think it would be 35. Maybe. I don't know.
Did you use the 0.300 or the 35?
35.
Because okay, I did the. Let's see, what is p is 0.3. If you divide, let's see, 0.300.
That's what I got, Miranda.
So you think we're supposed to use the 35? So it would
Yeah,
be
I think it's supposed to be.
So it would be 0.35.
Yeah.
That's what I think it is too. I mean, I'm not 100% on that, but that's what I think.
Okay. Okay.
So.
Divided by point. So it's 285.71. Did I do that right?
For 10.
Oh, wait, I put a decimal in. 2.86. Wait a minute. What am I totally?
How are you getting that?
I don't know. 100 divided by 35.
I think it's backwards. I think it's supposed to be.
Divided
I
by.
think it's because n is the sample size, so
Okay, so
it would be it's x over n.
So it's 0.35 is the answer.
Yeah, yeah.
I made that harder than it needed to be.
Oh no, yeah, you're fine.
Standard deviation of p hat is. I'm looking for the. Would be the square root of p times 1 minus p over n.
I got 0.058, but I guess that would be 0.056.
3 over. I have the hiccups and dinner is settling weird in my stomach. I'm sorry. 0.3 times 1 3. Oh, whoops. 0.3 times 1. 0.3. Oh. Okay. I've done something wrong. One minus equals 0.7. 3 times 7 is 0.21.
So I got 0.046.
Yep, that's what I got too.
So then we're just going to put the 0.046 in our applet,
Or
right?
no, because we have to get the z-score first.
Oh.
So
I was like, okay.
but yeah, now we take p hat minus p over the standard deviation.
P hat minus P. Sorry, the P hat thing is throwing me. I apologize.
You're good.
P hat over P over the standard deviation, that's, what's that the formula for? I have it written down here, but.
The z-score.
P hat minus p over the standard deviation, that's how we get the z-score to put to the applet.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And I got 1087.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I've done something. Guys, hold on. I want to try this. For some reason, 0.35 minus 0.3 divided by 0.046. What did you guys get?
I got, let's see, 1.087. When you put it into the, did you make sure that it's shaded correctly? Because if you look at the question, it says we want to determine the probability that she will get more than 35 hits. So you have to make sure it's shaded to the right only.
So what number did you plug in?
0.046.
I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like I'm stumbling along. I'm going to have to spend time on this. So, did you guys get 0.4817?
For which one?
After the applet.
I thought we hadn't used the applet yet.
I thought we had to use the applet to...
It's the z-score you plug into the applet.
Oh, I'm on the wrong one. I'm on 13. So yeah, the z-score. So 11, I got 0.046. Did you get 0.046 for 11?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I got too.
So then we to get the z-score, we do, so that's p caret.
Mhm.
Then, and p is 0.3. So
Yeah.
we would do 0.35 minus 0.3 divided by 0.04. Wait, no. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, and that's how we get the. That's how we get the. That's how we get the z-score.
1.087.
And then that's how we get. Yeah, that's how we get 1.087. Hey,
Did you get that for 12 gen, or are you still working on it?
Which one?
12.
I did
I don't know
not
if you're
get
still working.
1.087. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Are you putting?
Yes, I did.
Oh, wait. I know what I did wrong. I think I just fixed it.
Jenny,
Oh, it's 1.0869. That's
yeah, and then we just rounded up.
0.087. There we go. I was like, I'm getting 1.086. Why am I off a number? And that's why I was so confused. Okay. Sorry.
Jen, did you order something already? Oh wait, no, I didn't turn off.
Okay, so then we're going to put the 1.087 in the right of the app.
Uh-huh.
And we're going to get 0.1385.
Yep, that's what I got.
0.1385. Okay.
And then since we round, I put 1.139.
139. Okay.
What did you guys get for the area?
0.1385 and rounded to 0.139.
Yeah, And that's by putting it into the applet and making sure that you put the z-score, or put 1.0787 at the z-score and shade to the right.
Okay, so we're going to do it one more time for 14, 15, and 16. Okay.
15, 15.
So,
Hey, I don't want straw mushrooms, though. I want button. Sorry.
So square root.
Miranda, are you getting Chinese food?
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it's a busy night.
Monday through Thursday are chaotic in our house now because
Yeah.
three of us are in school, and so I'm like crazy. So okay, so the square root of 0.52 1 minus 0.52 over.
So 14, I got 0.11. I'm sorry, 0.011.
Oh, okay. I was like, yeah, I got 0.011.
Are you guys
like?
Are you entering it in your calculator as one giant?
This is what I do, but it's because I know how to do it on my phone. I do just the 0.45. I do 0.45. No, I'm sorry. Excuse me. I do 1.45, and then I equal that out, and then I times that number by 0.45, and I equal that out, and then I divide the entire thing by 750 and equal that out, and then I clear my calculator and I go square root and I do history and I pick my last answer, and then that's how I calculate it. Because if I go in order, it like messes me all up because the order of operations, which I bet if I put in parentheses, it would just do it for me, but I don't.
Yeah, on my calculator, I do just one big thing, but I'm careful with my parentheses. And then I double check it by doing each piece to make sure that I didn't screw it up.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I used to do that too, but then I just realized I don't really trust the calculator anyway, so I might as well just skip the middle part. And
I don't blame you.
Even though it
Wait a minute.
it arguably maybe takes longer, but
What are you doing, Jeremy? Okay. So, standard deviation.
Okay, why can I not find the square root of this? Let's try this.
Hyla, are you working on it? Are you getting the same answer or?
Yeah.
Minus 0.52 parentheses divided by 2. My calculator will not let me do this.
How are you, I'm just curious, how are you putting it into your calculator?
I don't even know at this point. I feel so scattered. Okay, so how do you I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay, okay, go.
Maybe we can just go do it
Just
like
go.
piece by piece if you guys want. If you want.
I think I'm going to come up with, I'm doing something really wonky. 0.52 times 0.48 divided by 2,000 equals square root. Yeah, I can't do it.
Okay.
I have reached my level of broken.
You did
Okay.
you did 0.52 times
1 minus 0.52.
and then divided by 2,000.
0.52. Yes. What I'm struggling to do is the square root part.
Okay.
1 minus 0.52.
Yeah, that part I don't know that I could do without using the history button on my calculator, and I don't have a scientific calculator, so I don't know where that button would be on a.
No, it's okay. I'm coming up with like 0.00001248.
Oh, so what? Yeah, when I do it piece by piece, I do 0.52 times 1. No, sorry, 0.52 times 1 minus 0.52, close my parentheses. And then I get 0.2496. So I take that answer and I divide it by 2,000. And I get some scientific notation. And then I take the square root of that and I divide it by that answer. 1. But on my calculator, I have like a history or an answer button. So I just take the square root of the answer I got.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, answer. Yours should have an answer button, ANS.
Nope.
Really?
Yes.
Maybe it's a sub underneath the equal button.
Let's do this. If you guys want to go ahead and we can move forward, I'm good with that.
Okay, yeah, that's fine with me.
Okay.
I just feel bad.
No, it's okay. I know if I talk to my lovely family tutors, we're going to work this one.
Gotcha.
Oh, in fact, down.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the standard deviation, so 0.011. And then the z-score, if we do, are they asking you which one? What are the options?
What z-score would you use?
Button. Mm-hmm.
This has got to be a number. This can't, well, it says round to 3 decimal places.
Yeah, so.
Because don't we have to find the p-hat again?
So, yeah, so it's p-hat minus p divided by the standard deviation. But we have...
Because we don't have an x in this problem this time, do we? Like last time it gave us 35, and now we only have 2 numbers.
You have the N and the P. You have, well, her batting average is 300, and we want to determine the probability she'll get more than 35 hits. So is it?
In the next 100.
Are we still using the batting average, though?
No, I think we are just referring back to that to see how to do this one.
Oh, right, sorry.
Because, yeah, last time it told us, how to, solve p-hat. We did x over n, so we took 35 over 100, but now we don't have a number to put over 2,000 for this problem to find.
Well, it says 50% of votes, so that would be 1,000. Would we do 1,000? No, I guess not.
Yeah, because when I do that, I get scientific notation.
Let's see.
Guess the candidate is losing the election.
Honestly, I don't know, but I think what the answer is I think that because x, as far as I understand, in the p, when you find p-hat, it's x over n.
Mm-hmm.
From what I understand, x is like the desired, or like maybe what you're trying to find, and n is sample. And it says here that they're trying to find the desired is 50. Well, it says less than 50%, but let's just pretend that we put in 50%. So then that means that we would put. That means that p-hat would be 0.5. So 0.5 minus 0.52 divided by 0.011 is negative 1.818. That's what I think. That's what the answer is. But you guys don't have to follow me. It makes sense to me when you read it that you would use 1,000 as x.
Right.
Because it's 50% of the votes. Sorry.
So you're saying negative 1.18?
No. Sorry, negative 1.818.
For the z-score?
Yes.
Wait, where are you getting the negative from?
Because when you do the formula for z-score, it's p hat minus p divided by the standard deviation. P hat, if I'm correct, because it asks what p hat. Well, it doesn't ask what p hat is, but you have to find it to find the standard deviation. If I'm right, p hat is 0.5, so it would be 0.5 minus p, which is 0.52. Wait, so
Oh, okay, I get it.
5 minus 0.52 equals negative 0.02, and then I divided that by 0.011, which is the standard deviation. No, wait, is that standard deviation? Yes. And then I got negative 1.818.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, and I just looked in the book too. And it does it does 0.5 minus 0.48 in the book for their example. So now I get it. Okay. So I would do 0.5 minus 2. Oh, two. Okay. 5 minus 0.52. Oh. They said negative 1.81.
Negative 1.818.
Okay, that's what I got.
And then for the probability, I plugged it into the applet. Negative 1.818. And then the quiz says, I want to determine the probability that the results of the survey will suggest the candidate is losing the election, getting less than 50% of the votes. So less than, we'd shade left.
You would shade left. Yes, I agree.
So then probability or area would be
Would be 345.
Yeah, and then it asked for 3 decimals, so 0.035.
Oh, right. That's it then, right?
That's it for this.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, wait, which one did I miss? I missed 7. Oh, that was the one we were all really confused on.
Yep, I missed 7 too. I have no idea what the answer is.
I'm okay though with a 94, so.
Yeah, same here. I I'm not like one of those people who's like, I have to get 100%, but it might bother me a tiny bit that I don't quite know how to do number 7.
Right, yeah. I hate skipping them and then like, yeah, no, I get it. So now we just need to discuss the group project.
Okay. So, does anyone have any other idea? Okay, so let me, I don't care what we do for our project, and I don't know if my idea like fits, but let me just pitch my idea, why I thought, pitch, no pun intended, why I thought it was a good idea. Because gathering data for my idea has, like, we just have to like Google it, like look it up, like but I don't, like I said, I don't know if it qualifies though, like to say like, oh, group 3, are we group 3? Thinks that more than 50% of games played in the World Series are won by the home team. So then we would go through, like, I don't know how many World Series we want to go back, like we just had one, and I did like a little did like a little sample to see if I could
Find it.
to see if I could like get the data on it. So like for example, in the World Series, there was 7 games. So the first game was won by the Dodgers, played at Dodger Stadium. So bam, the home team won. The second game was played by the Astros in Dodger Stadium, but Houston won. So that would be the null or whatever. Anyways, the point is that like game 3, Houston won, but they won at home. Game 4, the Dodgers won, but they won in Houston. So it's just kind of like gathering the data that way, because it's kind of easy to see, did the winning team win at home or not. So I think that's what we should do for our project. But I don't care what we do. I just feel like that's an easy way to gather data. The other idea I had, which I don't watch this show, I don't know why I thought about it today, but is I thought of scores on Dancing with the Stars, and we could like hypothesize that like male competitors generally score higher than females or vice versa. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of ideas that don't have to do with candy, because my sister took this class and they did Starburst and we aren't allowed to do that. So
it's frustrating when you know somebody did something that worked and they're like, no.
Exactly, it is. Like they just had to unwrap Starburst. And our teacher, I don't know if it's our teacher that doesn't like candy or if it's like the course is saying you can't do candy.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask my husband that if he's allowed, because he's taking the same class, but he's taking 221A. I'm gonna ask if he can do candy, because if he can, that's lame.
So Emily, did you have any suggestions for something?
I mean, I really like Miranda's World Series one, especially because like I grew up in St. Louis, so I'm from Cardinal Nation, Cardinals. But anyways, so I had a couple ideas. One was about like, I just kind of like wrote down like a general topic like sleep. How does sleep compare? Like, getting 6 hours to the full 8 or whatever, or just going to bed later. When you go to bed at 1.
That might be hard to do the data collection for, though.
Yeah, I know, because when I had to do it for what was it, like Math 108 or something, we had to take the data throughout like the whole semester. Or
collecting data was so hard for me to do.
Right, yeah.
And also how little sleep I get. I'm like 5 hours, 6 hours, 5.5 hours.
I guess, yeah, because I have a Fitbit, so it tells me every morning how much sleep I got. So I guess that's why it like popped in my head. But my other idea was like, is brand name versus generic. Because I saw on some of her examples, you can do like, is brand A better than brand B? And I thought about maybe doing brand name versus a generic.
So what would we ask people to test it?
Yeah, I don't know. Like maybe if all 4 of us as a product, like which one? I don't know. Because I'm thinking, there's all sorts of things. There's food, there's shampoo, there's all sorts of things.
Hyla, did you have any suggestions that you wanted to pitch?
I had written down a half a dozen. Yeah. What was which 2 brands of chicken noodle soup was the best, or which could taste the most chicken? Tap water versus bottled water. Those are like two of them.
Okay. Really, the only one I had a couple, but they were basically both based like on school stuff, like university bookstore prices, like, and then potentially comparing the price per unit in different universities. Those were mine. I like Miranda's. If we want to do that, I mean,
Yeah,
something you like better.
I really like the World Series one because, like you said, you can look it up, and it is kind of interesting to know if home team has an advantage when they play in their field.
Okay.
And I got the baseball player that will probably help out a lot with that too.
How far back do we want to go?
That's a great question. Well, we just had a World Series.
There's one every year. Since there's 4 of us, do we each want to look back like 5, collect data for 5 World Series? It's not going to be hard. It might be a little bit time consuming, but it won't be hard.
Yeah, I don't think it will be hard either. And I don't mind doing, if you want to do 4 each, or I don't know how many you said each, but that's fine because I already did 2017, 2016, and 2000. Because I was trying to see if I could find a pattern.
Okay.
And I did the Cubs and the, oh shoot, Mom, who played in the World Series last year? Cubs and
Boston.
Yeah,
Boston.
That's right. And then of course, 2014, 2012, and 2010. Go Giants! But alas, those days have ended for now. But
Miranda,
yeah, I don't mind.
You want to take 2012 to 2017?
Yeah, sure. So we want to do five World Series each.
We'll do 5 each.
I do 2011 to
2011 to.
Because I know the Cardinals won like 2 in that time.
Okay, so Emily, you're going to do 2011 to 2006 or 2006 to 2011?
Yeah.
I said it weird. Sorry, I said it weird. Hyla, you want to do 2000 to 2005?
Okay.
And I'll do 1995. Oh, wait. I wrote this wrong. 1995 to 2000. Okay. So now that we've kind of covered that, do we want to, we need to go through, I pulled up the sheet. We need to go through who's going to do what.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be designing the study. Everyone writes up and submits their data information. And then there will be a writer for describe the data, a writer for make inference, a writer for take action. And then we can, if we want, we can split up working on a PowerPoint.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So if we're going to do a PowerPoint, I strongly suggest that we use Google Slides.
That makes sense
because
since we collaborate at it.
We can all work on it at once, and then we can convert it into a PowerPoint at the end.
I agree. So does anyone want to take on the main writer for designing the study?
Let me see.
Basically, you're going to need to take the notes down for tonight and then just write it up and submit it like as fast as you can.
When does it due?
Technically, the final submission is due Saturday. I believe you can. I don't have it. Give me just a second and I'll pull it up. I think you can email it to the instructor and she'll review it and tell you what needs to be tweaked between now and Saturday.
Gotcha.
I'm trying to pull it up like as fast
I'm
as I
trying
can.
to pull it up because I have
You need to email the instructor the rough draft no later than Wednesday at midnight for her to look it over before you submit on Saturday.
Okay. Let's see.
And so the rough draft would be our topic or the design the study part?
It's the design the study part.
Gotcha. It's tomorrow, Wednesday.
Tomorrow's Wednesday.
You know what? I can do it because I have tomorrow off. I only babysit on Mondays, Thursdays, and
Oh.
Fridays, and I know you all have work, so I can do it.
Emily, that's awesome.
Thank
I
you.
will let you do it just because I'm like I want to try, I want to contribute, but I'm like I don't know how I'm gonna do it because I have exams this week and a class
Okay.
meeting tomorrow too.
You're good.
Describe the data, make inference, or take action. Does anybody have something they really want? I'd kind of like to do the describe the data, but if somebody else wants to do it, I'm open. Whatever it is, I'm gonna have to make like a giant effort. And
Why don't you go
No.
ahead and do that one, Jen?
okay, then I'll do that.
I'm trying to. Where is it? Sorry.
Brandon, Hyla, make inference, take action.
I'll do the make inference.
Hyla, is there an N? Is it Barnett or Barrett?
Barnett is an N.
Okay. I was
Okay, so then I'm
gonna take action.
take action. So wait, collect the data we're doing all together.
We each.
Oh,
What
we're
it
being
says-
the main writer for it. Okay, so yeah, I'll be the main writer for take action. Okay.
And then PowerPoint.
We're all going to do that, weren't we?
All group members will collaborate. And I don't know why I'm filling this in because Emily, are you getting all this down? All of a sudden, I'm like, why am I doing? It's a personal like work mom thing. It's like, oh, I have to take notes on everything.
So there's a form. So what we're filling out is the form, which is underneath design the study activity instructions, and you
yes.
download it, right?
It says final project design the study. And so basically, so everybody knows your name is listed as being responsible for something, and it says list the names of your group. Each person listed here is responsible for this project academically and legally. I don't know, that just means that, I don't know what that means, but don't do anything illegal, you guys.
Probably plagiarism.
Yeah, probably. So,
Well, see, I did that last night, though, so.
oh boy. So basically, we need a research question. So, Emily, go for it.
Hey, what?
So, do you have the design the study pulled up?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So, question number 1 is straight the research question in plain English.
Right. Oh, okay, sorry. I thought we were still looking at
You
the
know what?
final overview. You're good. Okay.
I just want to, do we want to go through these questions, each one real quick, just so we can make sure you are clear on what you're going to say in case you have questions? Because I don't want to stick you with something and have you.
If you guys want to, I'm fine with that.
I was trying to do, so with the population are teams in the World Series. What is your experimental unit? What is the smallest entity for which you're collecting a single piece of data? One World Series? Or one game?
Yeah, I think the smallest would be one game.
One game of one World Series.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
What
is our
She doesn't deny us. What if she's like, this is too?
Well, what she'll do, my understanding, and I actually talked to her because I was contemplating dropping the class, and she's like, gave me some suggestions. Basically, watch every video that's available, and then come to her with if I have questions you don't understand. And I feel like I've had a lot of clarity. Besides the fact I pray a lot now, so what's our response variable?
I'm confused on what that means. What is your response variable?
Well, according to Google.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Another
Response-
term for dependent variable.
Exactly. It's the variable that the question is asked in. So
there's always an independent and a dependent variable.
would the response variable be, does the team with home advantage win?
I think it's if they're playing on their own field, so it would be their home field, right? Because it depends on what field they're in.
I agree.
Okay. What is your response? Is it quantitative or categorical? It's categorical, isn't it?
Categorical.
Yeah, because there's or is it quantitative because we're counting wins and losses?
No, because it's just a response variable, which is a fancy word for the dependent variable.
Oh,
It's a-
they're asking if. Okay, I didn't know if they were asking
What?
if they're.
Just wants to know
So
if
Are they talking about the response variable specifically or the entire?
it says, is your response variable quantitative or categorical?
Oh, okay, yeah, categorical. Sorry, I
Good.
jumped the gun there.
And then what statistical method are you going to use? I would assume we're going to use ANOVA.
I would think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Because
I
we've
would
got
think.
all these games, all these
Well, the thing is that ANOVA has to be. ANOVA would be more
Multiple-
than 2, so yeah. Wait, or would it be ANOVA? Because sorry, I get confused. Because there's only 2 categories: wins and losses, right?
Oh.
Oh, because, yeah, it depends.
It would be a quantitative 2 sample paired.
Would it be paired or independent?
I was thinking it would be paired because if you win, whether you win or lose,
It depends on the wins and losses. They
it's
depend on each
going to
other.
depend. They depend on each other to determine. You're either one or the. I don't know.
Because paired is like pre-test and post-test. So you would take something and see how it does, and then
That's
you
true.
make changes to it and see how it does after.
So are we just looking at? But see, I was thinking it would be paired because we're looking at. Are there? Well, I guess it's independent because we're looking at do they win on their own turf.
Yeah, because we're
There's
not.
nothing that's going to be compared to it to make it different.
Yeah, we're not making any changes to see how it would do.
Yes.
Okay, so that's D. Check mark by it.
So, our instructor, she's going to look at it and tell us if we're
She's going to read it over.
designing it wrong, right? I hope.
Right. What she'll do, my understanding is she'll read it over and she will respond to Emily. Will email it to her, and then she'll respond to Emily's email saying these are wrong. Number 4 is wrong. Or I'm assuming she's going to give you that much information. Why not tell you what's wrong? Don't go to the trouble of reading it and then just send this to you over and over with it not correct. And then Emily, Thursday night after we do the quiz, Thursday night you can tell us if there's any update on it that you need us to clarify or help you with.
Oh, I should probably end this broadcast.
I was just going to ask, are we supposed to still be live